Hello, my name is Guy and welcome to this tutorial on how to deploy Streamlit app on Replit. Okay, sorry. First, I need to say sorry about my microphone, but I think you guys don't care anyway. We'll just goes on with our tutorial. So I need to talk about like the background first. Uh, Streamlit have been like a little bit, not a little bit, pretty tricky to deploy on Replit since there's like much of an issue to run Streamlit on Replit. Like it not provide URL or you can just run it. But I have found a way to run it at least for now on how to run a Replit app with Streamlit. Basically, it will look like this as a Streamlit app, as you can see, made with Streamlit. This app is a salmon classification from my friend who like is his machine learning model that I need to deploy, but have found issue on deploying with Heroku, so I need to deploy it on some place, and I trying to do it with Replit, but well, it just doesn't work with Streamlit, but not now because it works now. So let's start. First, if you want to deploy an app like this, you need to create a route on the Replit. I think you guys already have an ID for this. And then you choose the template at Python, then name. I will name this at Streamlit sample. The reason that you need to create from the template is because it will provide Python CML file that is a config for the environment. As you can see here, like visual environment, config file, and wrap file. So first, you will find interface like this, but just don't care about it. We'll just pip install on shell and install necessary library. Basically, what you need to use. In this case, we'll just use Streamlit. So pip install Streamlit and wait for it to finish. You guys can just install your necessary library here. I mean, Streamlit and like TensorFlow, PyTorch, or anything that you need for uh, your your website, your necessary library. There's nothing tricky in this part. So just be wary of your CPU, RAM, and storage, as if it's like too much, it will just blow up your Replit. So okay, now we installing, successfully installed. Let's wait for a while. Just to note here, meanwhile you guys can just like upload your like main script on here and your result on here while it is like installing your dependency. Okay, we have finished now. So I will upload my project here, just drag in my app.py. This is what is necessary for me here. Or like if I want to deploy the same app, basically this, but this is too big and take a little bit long to install dependency. So we just deploy a simple Streamlit app. So we just use app.py just to simulate how you guys like import your project file here. Then I will, well, delete all the messy thing here and leave with only, a title. With a title, then I save. Okay, then you need to copy your code and then put it in main py. Yes. Then you change the name of your app py to, well, runner or anything. You can leave it as app.py, but I will name it as runner. Then you will use this runner file to run main py. first, I will show you on how we can run this app in the first place. We type Python /m -m and well Streamlit run, and then the file to run in this case is main.py, and the Streamlit will ask for your email. Just enter, and as you can see, it can run now. Then your Streamlit app will show. The link is also up here too. As you can see, you can access the Streamlit app through your URL. This like almost finished now, but as you can see, there's nothing running. Replit don't actually notice that there's Streamlit running here. So if you get out of this rep, it will just shut down the rep. So this is not working at all. So what we want to do is we will let rep run the runner script, and let runner script type Python and Streamlit run main.py to run main.py, and that is how it works. So first you need to import OS, then os.system, then put the command in here. It's Python /m -m and Streamlit Python -m Streamlit run main.py. So this is how we do it. Then you save this file and go to Replit, and then what you want to do is change the run from main.py to runner.py, and change the entry point to runner.py. Then at this point, if you press run, it should resolve all the dependency needed and run the main py through runner.py. As you can see, let's wait for it to run. Basically, what we need to do here is like we need to well just configuration from the file that well Replit should run from. So we run runner.py, and then runner.py, type this in the shell, then it will run the Streamlit file on main.py to that we can trigger by just pressing the start button here. So it will well use a little bit while to resolve your dependency. I mean, well, it will just activate in environment, but well, it worth the wait. I mean, so while we wait, I will get back to like the sample of my project. As you can see, if we press stop, it will stop, and when I press run, it will just start running. And basically, if you look at my Replit file, you can see I config the main PY to run a PY, and then when we run the rep, it will run a PY, and then run a PY will run main PY. Basically this. So you just let it resolve the dependency and let it run. But well, I don't know why it take this much time though. It usually don't take this much time, but well, it will work. Okay, now it update the history file step by passing. Well, we like getting to our goal now. Let it update and voila. Now it run, right? As you can see, it's the Streamlit file running on your URL and you can access it. And well, it doesn't matter on your like rep on your Streamlit code, but it just works like a web server. If I Shane someone predict to something like this, and they say the Streamlit also update. As you can see, well, I just say then I will just get access to it through my browser. As you can see, you can access it on my URL and there's no trouble with it. Okay, I will stop the web and then it shouldn't run anymore. If I refresh this page, yeah, as you can see, it's inaccessible anymore. So yeah, just like that. So if I try to connect, it should activate the web again. Oh no. Okay. You can just leave it as this. You need to press run for it to run the server. And when you leave, well, if I turn this down, your website is still working, right? As you can see. But for the wrap to keep active, you may need to always on your Replit, your route. Sorry, you need to open your always on your route. But if you just want like example web page that you can manually open and close, this works fine, just fine. So that's all for today. If you like the video, you just like it. There's I hope this like help you with your problem. Thanks for watching and no need to subscribe.